talking about obviously them having a similar amount of fights. It's a good domestic fight. I was saying, yeah, that's where we were. I was saying one of the prospects, we don't seem to see British fighters in. We're going against British fighters, and I'd say that I think David Adelaide's the one that probably started that off, where he was fighting more Brits. He's not now. Yeah. So we're starting to see that shift because we've got some talent here, and why shouldn't you go up against each other? I know it's early. I get you trying to build your records, but back in the day, we probably wouldn't have seen Mike Tyson's first 5-6 fights, or
first 15.
Well, there you go. So by the time we were he was filtering out to us, he was already a star. Where now the camera's literally on you from the get go.
Even look at Tyson Fury and Huey Fury.
You know what? I can't tell you Tyson Fury's first few fights.
Look on there. The first 12 or something like that. Where I think his hardest fighter before he fought Chisora was probably McDermott.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. And that's a saying as age old as boxing fans love to whinge. They love to have a good whinge.
It's because we've got more access. Everything's so accessible. That's all it is. There wasn't. If you think about all the online stuff, didn't really exist.
And everyone's got an opinion, which is why you can't pay too much attention to
you can't.
opinions.
No, you can't.
You don't want to, especially when people are saying negative stuff, you don't want to be reading that stuff and taking that in. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really use my phone. I don't really go on it. I live a fairly simple life.
Yeah.
I just keep myself to myself. It's probably why I'm not. I do get whinged at a lot for not being more active on social media, but
I guess it's kind of like who you are, and it can't really force you into it. But maybe you should have a look at getting somebody to manage your social media. There's a company that's just come out, and I guess I'm giving them a free plug, and I probably shouldn't because they're not paying me for this. But because
just tell me afterwards.
Because I'm a nice girl. Because I'm nice, and I think you should promote people, even though they don't promote you. There's a new company called Yards, and it's spelled YRDS, and it's got one of the ladies from Formula One that does all the interviews in the pit lanes and everything. Forgive me, but I'm terrible with names.
Mm-hmm.
There's Daniel Underwood that used to work with Matchroom as part of their public relations team. They've got quite a strong team, and they are saying to guys, look, we understand, you may not have the time or whatever. And they've just took Joel Joyce on. So they're managing Joel Joyce's social media. So anyway, whatever, that's there. Johnny Fisher then, you want him to win. What do you think happens in that fight? You want him to win because you want to fight him. Let's just get that clear.
Yeah, well, it's
an eventuality.
Better for boxing.
Yeah.
And it's just business, isn't it? It's not nothing personal. I'd want to fight him because it's better business.
Mm.
But to be honest, I'm not really focused on that kind of stuff at the minute. I'm chasing titles, not people. So
fair enough.
I want to go after whoever's got what belts that I want to get.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not really chasing individuals until I can do that at the back end of my career. Do you know what I mean? At the minute, it's about chasing titles. So, yeah, I think I don't know. That Harry Armstrong seems quite tough, probably because of distance.
You don't think he gets him out of there? You don't think Johnny Fisher gets him out of there?
I don't know. What do you think?
I haven't seen enough of young Harry.
All right, so base it off his last fight because you were there. Yeah.
I think Johnny Fisher will do a job.
Gets him out of there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. But we'll see because he's tough, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jamie Takivi, he's a puncher, and he didn't get him out of there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Who's got the thing is with heavyweights, I get it. You're like, no, I'm taking him out. But when you start to up the competition, or you can never really tell what's going to happen.
I'll still get mad
on probabilities.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, I think I'll lose that one or that one. You ain't going to say that.
No, but No, and it's not a matter of even saying, I think I'd outbox him. A lot of these guys, I still think I'd get them out there. Like,
I don't think you think it, you really believe it, don't you? That's the difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Not that I'm plugging you. But anyway, so fair enough, that one. But the fight I do like on that card.
Hrgovic, McKeane.
Absolutely.
McKeane, yeah.
Talk to me about that fight.
Hrgovic gets him out of there.
Oh.
Yep. I'll just come straight out and say it.
Oh?
Yeah. I'm telling you now, Hrgovic gets him out of there.
Talk to me. Why?
Hrgovic is a heavyweight that has been slept on. I'm telling you now, this guy's serious.
Oh, he hasn't been that active, has he?
Neither's Hrgovic.
Yeah, Hrgovic had like bereavement, and then it was bereavement, then Zhang.
But if you look at and how bad does this look now? Or no, how good does this look? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm listening.
On Hrgovic's worst day, and he arguably, there was an argument for Zhang to win that fight, but he's still gone in there and won, come out with a victory where Jojo's good.
Oh yeah, sorry. In my head, he lost and Zhang won. I know he didn't because Hrgovic got the. But in my head, I still, it's like my brain.
Hrgovic is serious, you know. Yeah. Like he's one of them.
He's like Bradis. We can talk about that another time, but yeah.
Yeah. Serious fighters that will go under the radar. And as rubbish as it is, it's because they don't speak English. So it's harder to sell them to an English crowd. Do you understand?
Zhang did all right.
He's fighting a big English name, Jojo's.
Okay.
Hrgovic and Zhang, no one... You knew who they were if you were a boxing fan.
Yeah.
You get it? It's a hard fight if you're a boxing fan, but...
Yeah. So come on then.
I'm telling you now.
Hrgovic gets him out of there.
Hrgovic is a savage. There's a reason he's called El Animal.
El Animal.
Yeah.
He's yeah. He's all right as well. He's a nice guy.
Is he?
Yeah. I reached out to him a couple of times, but because of the language barrier, I've never managed to get him on the channel. That was when I was just doing Zoom stuff, so it was never any face-to-face. So I remember when you signed with Wasserman, the first thing I thought was Hrgovic, because obviously he's a Wasserman fighter.
Very good fighter. I imagine he can speak English, but as I said, it's like with Usyk. Usyk would be a much bigger name if he was fluent in English.
He is, though. He just doesn't want to. He's just doing like Canelo. He doesn't want. It's like us Brits. We're so stuck up our own ass. Everyone has to speak our language, but we're not willing to learn anybody else's. So I get it. I get why
learn Spanish.
I get why some of these fighters will, like non-English speaking fighters, will sit there and just think, "Oh, I'll have the interpreter."
But it's a much.
I know what you're saying, but it's like, come on, like Spanish, you know, we should be able to speak that at least. Spanish and French. And
German. Spanish is a massive language. French is massive as well, so I see where you're coming from. Yes, I'd say Spanish is a bigger language, though.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a more popular language.
Yeah. I'd say it comes right next door to English.
Yeah, 100%. No, most of the world speak either English or Spanish.
They're the colonies, the colonizers. You know, that's where it comes from. That's why most countries speak those languages, not because it's their native language, because obviously colonizing, that all fits into it.
Wait, so did Portugal colonize Brazil? Because they speak Portuguese.
Yeah,
and it's a really weird part of the like. Do you understand? Because most of South America speak Spanish.
Yeah. Well, they would have.
Apart from Brazil, they speak Portuguese.
Yes, but then you look at who went over there. You check your history; it's all there. It's all there. You speak the. Yeah, we can. That's another show, and I ain't doing that today. Right. But yeah, just look at the places, and then you'll understand why. So, easy fight for Hrgovic, you think? Easy?
Not easy, but I think he gets him out of there. I think he gets him out of there towards the back end of the fight.
Do you know how long Dempsey's been with in the Sims gym?
As long as about 3 years, I think, maybe more. I actually don't know. He might have always been there. But I remember someone mentioning me going down to spar him maybe 2 years ago. Obviously, nothing's ever come of it, but that'll be with us. Actually, someone mentioned that to me the other day.
What, to go and spar him again?
I've never sparred him.
Oh,
just to go down and spar him.
Oh,
I've been Jordan Thompson, actually.
Yeah, Jordan's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Top man.
Yeah, good kid. There's a couple of you that are, but like I said, that's another convo. Right. So that's kind of an open and shut one for you.
Yeah, 100%.
Now we're gonna go. No other fights have been announced. Touched our possibility of Chisora, but nothing announced. What?
I'll chat to you afterwards.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.